Right,
Great.
you're on, Rupali.
Yeah, yeah. So, at the outset, I would like to welcome all to this really interesting session which we have today. It's a part of the journal activity, Fertility Science and Research Journal, which is an IFS journal which we have, which is a peer review journal and actually going very great. Uh, the motive of this session is that we increase the knowledge of the people uh, as to how to present in various conferences, as well as to publish more, to look at into the nuances of publication and go ahead with it. uh, so our first talk today is by none other than Professor Geddes, who's an executive editor with the journal. uh, Professor Geddes, we welcome you warmly. He has been he's been an associate editor of Frontiers in Endocrinology in the section of reproduction, a consultant in fertility gynecology, honorary fellow of Finnish Gynecological Society, and formerly clinical editor of the RBMO, the Reproductive Biomedicine Online Journal. He's going to be talking about a very interesting topic: key strategies for an effective abstract writing. Now, abstract writing not only plays an important role in when you talk of writing a paper, but also when you're trying to present it somewhere. Abstract is the first image of the article. The first impression of the article is usually given by the abstract. Over to you, Professor Geddes. Without wasting much time, we should proceed to the main talk.
Can you? Okay, fine.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I broke it.
No, you haven't. Just click on slideshow. It'll be fine.
Click on slideshow. I have clicked on
Yeah.
slideshow. It's not fine.
No, right at the top.
Yeah, the left click. You're doing the right click, maybe. Okay, press F5 if you want to. F5.
Oh, it was working a moment ago. My goodness me, I'm terribly sorry about this mess. Let's.
No, just go to slideshow again. Go to slideshow.
I'm going to slideshow. Thank you.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. Now click on
yeah.
slideshow.
The first option. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
First option is slideshow.
Click on this. Click
Click.
on this again.
Nothing is happening. It was all working a moment ago.
Okay, now click on F5. F5. You will have an F5 on the keys.
I have an F5 there, and nothing is happening.
Okay.
So I'm very, very sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We will try and do it some. Let me just try. Oh, what
There you go.
happened?
Perfect.
What happened? I
Worked.
turned the off switch.
It's worked. Yeah.
Thank you, colleagues. Forgive me for all this old man behavior. I just thought I would use it to grab your attention. The very first thing to do, I am most honored to have been invited to present at this webinar, because it is important to get cues and clues to have good scientific writing, to advance the science, and also to promote the career of our younger colleagues. And one of the very first things Dr. Mehta, who is also a senior editor on the journal, told me was always change the subject of your presentation, which can be eye-catching sometimes. Dr. Mehta almost smiled. So this is me, how I used to look. You may not be able to see my necktie, but it's the same necktie. It's gone gray, the necktie, but you will see that I also use color coding. When you see green, that's important. Dr. Mehta has decided that in this drawing that he wants to be the person at the back with the black hoodie. So I'm not quite sure why he wants that, but I am there at the beginning. You will decide whether I am red, which is bad news, or green, which is good news. So I look something like one of these fellas. This is an abstract which complies. It's not necessary to read the words other than the top word, which is abstract. And it complies with our instructions to authors in fertility science and research. And in our instructions to authors, I've indicated in green what one should do, an author should do, in order to optimize the chances of the manuscript being accepted, either to FSR, or should you wish to submit your manuscript elsewhere, then these are the basic principles. A clearly stated objective of what the purpose of the report is, to describe your work, which is materials and methods, and the results, and what you concluded. And in the abstract, be brief. The advice is less than 500 words. Typically, 250 to 300 words is enough. If not, in your first draft, then go back again. I will come back to this theme. I would like you to consider whether or not the abstract, the manuscript for which this was the abstract, whether it was published and in which journal. So you may reflect, consider which very high impact journal this report, to which this report was submitted. The change in the talk, I didn't change the title, but as important is the title. Why? I can hear you all thinking, to attract the attention of the reader of your manuscript. I will go on and now read the abstract. So the title is very important, in my opinion. This is part of the title of that manuscript, the abstract of which you've seen. What a mouthful. Sensitive and specific determination of Schwangerschaft Protein 1 by radioimmunoassay. I will translate from the German. Pregnancy-specific beta-1 glycoprotein. The audience may wish to consider whether they've ever heard of this. But that's the beginning of the title. But the much more important is the end of the title. In the title, the authors claim that the measurement of this substance, pregnancy-specific beta-1 glycoprotein, is, no question mark, they state it clearly, is a new test for pregnancy. My goodness. So there are different abstract types. I won't read every word here. And once again, in principle, it repeats what I've already said because it's worth remembering. Look down to the third or fourth line. It says, follow the headings required by the journal in instructions to authors. Be very careful about what it is that you're submitting to the journal and modify your abstract accordingly. If it's a review article, that's different. If it's for a new scientific finding. I use the term IMRAD. Once again, I ask the question of our participants, what does this term mean? I'll come on to that shortly. But all of this, in addition to the title, is aimed to improve the quality of the abstract, which will make the editor and the reviewers look more favorably on the hard work that you've put in that resulted in the manuscript you have submitted. Oh, here we are, IMRAD. Did Dr. Rupali know what IMRAD meant? Do not smile, Dr. Rupali. No nodding of the head. Did you put the A in brackets? Because there are 5 things here instead of 4. You see, Dr. Rupali, I can lip read, so don't you worry. Dr. Mehta looks a bit concerned. Brackets look like a smiley face. Ah, I've got a smile. So, the introductory short sentence at the beginning of the abstract. Oh, sorry, the introduction, the method, a few lines, the results, a few words of the analysis of the results, and then the discussion or conclusion. So we can call it IMRAD, we can call it all sorts of things, but the principle is the same. Structure. Structure. So you now know already that what the second last line means. Apart from the title, which we forgot to add, but has been added, we use the abstract to promote interest from the journal, the editors, and the reviewers in our article. And in old-fashioned American, to do a deal with the article, to sell it, right? So that it is considered for publication. That's what we wish for our team and our group. But the basic principles of the abstract are listed above. Precise means accurate. Stand alone, easily understood without going into the body of the article. Use language that the reviewer and the editor can easily understand. For example, how many of our fellows knows what a radioimmunoassay is? My goodness me, that's like injecting urine into a frog, as we did in the 30s and 40s. We didn't eat the frogs then. So, no jargon. Brief, keep within the word limit. and references are not necessary there. They'll come later in a particular section. But the other very important point, key point, if you like, is a key word. Why? Why the key word? The title is to attract the attention of the journal. Key words are an integral part of a journal, but the purpose of the keyword is, should people wish to cite or look for published works on the subject about which you've written, the keyword will bring your article forward, because that's what, well, the next speaker will tell us all about that, about artificial intelligence. Right? Put the keyword in and up comes your work. I've said this before, and if something's important, it's always worth saying at least twice, in order to be clear for the journal to know immediately, well, almost after they've looked at the title, almost immediately, that you have read the instructions to authors, and therefore you are respectful of the hard work the society and the journal has been doing.
Did we stop transmitting?
Yes, yes. And I think Professor Geddes is also out. Let me call him and see.
I think a lot of people have been signed off.
Yeah.
Now
Back.
just scroll down to where you were last time.
Oh,
That's okay.
5
You
key
go on.
words. So where was this
You
manuscript
keep going
published?
back. Go
No,
back.
no. I'm where I got lost.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I'm lost all the time. Don't worry about a thing. Because I was there before,
Yep.
and then we went here, 5 key words.
Yes. Fine.
Was the article published?
Yes.
Yes. Which journal?
The most
Lancet.
important one.
That's not the most important one. The most important one is Fertility Science and Research.
Exactly.
This is an old-fashioned one called Lancet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen and colleagues.
Geddes, turn on your video.
Where is my video? Coming soon.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Apologies for the technical mistakes. Dr. Rupali is happy that I have kept to time.
Please go ahead, sir. We can continue from where we left. I think everybody
Oh,
is
sorry,
waiting
that's
for-
the end of my presentation.
No. You were talking about keywords and
That's it. Keywords, yeah. 5. Why? Oh, thank you for asking the question. Keywords are important because they will attract the world to your work. Because keywords are what we put into our artificial intelligence systems, such as PubMed and other things. And so keywords are very relevant for the world to see your work. The abstract and the title are for the purpose of the journal. The keywords have a very, very important function inside, but more important outside. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. We have 7 more minutes for your talk, sir.
I have finished my talk. I am available to answer any questions from
Can I raise
delegates.
a question, Geddes? If I can be given that privilege. You presented the basic bare minimum that needs to be put into an abstract. When you look at a paper that's been submitted for publication, what role does an abstract play in that?
Very important, because that is the second thing I look at. The first is the title. Then I look at the abstract. And I look at it, so I scan it. So just to get, scan means I'm not particularly interested in every word. And then I follow the structure of the abstract. Introduction or purpose or aim. The methodology, that's materials and methods. Outcome, that is results. And then conclusion or discussion. Outcome in IMRAD also includes analysis, right? That's in IMRAD, right? But, and then that, and then the conclusion, and then the last sentence in the conclusion. But unless it is structured in that way, then if I'm not familiar with the tiny details of the subject, then it's more difficult to understand. And a very important part of the methodology, and that will come under another subject in the abstract. It will state what it is that we're looking at. An example, what it is that we're looking at. And will they use the word primary endpoint, for example? Right? And all of these things, this is a précis, a very, very short summary of the important work that will follow. But in order to encourage the author, the team, the journal team, the editor, the artificial intelligence that screens the article, the title and the abstract are key. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it's just a slight confusion for me in terms that human reproduction or ASHRAE journals have 2 more sections in the abstract. They ask the question, and what do we know? How important are those 2 parts of an abstract in being acceptable for publication or for the journal to look at it more seriously?
Well, every journal has its own style. RBM Online or ESHRA journals are not the gold standard. They are of the, how many journals are there in ESHRA?
5.
Yeah, 5, and only one of them has high impact. And that says it all, right? And I won't dwell on, the details of which one has got the high impact?
Human reproduction update.
Correct, absolutely, and that's a review. And that's a journal which deals with reviews, right? And the rest are so-so. medium grade, average, slightly rising, impact factor, whatever the numbers are. Yeah.
So should a review article have a different approach to abstracts compared to as scientifically investigative article?
Well, everyone is tailored to you tailor it to the plot, right? Whatever the work is, a review article will have an opening remark and so on and so on, and what a wonderful what a wonderful abstract that opens up. It says, "This is the first report of,"
Yes.
right? And that's original work, right? So each theme, type of manuscript has a different format. Yeah.
So in conclusion, you would say that IMRAD plays the backbone of a good abstract.
IMRAD is one of them. Ours is much better than IMRAD.
Yes.
You see, Professor Guldeep has smiled.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gladys, actually, I am having one question for you.
Thank you.
Regarding the title, people are always confused what all should be included and what is the most important part of the title. Because the title is one thing which conveys a lot of things, what is written in the abstract and how was the study conducted. So, do you think that title should have a type of study, like it is a prospective study, retrospective, observational, that should be included into the title? That is one. And what else should be included? Like there are a lot of titles which are having question mark. Like, so is that correct or it should be more descriptive?
So the title should not be too long. The title of the Lancet publication is too long. However, that was when was that published, Jayant? Do you know?
1969.
You really know how to hurt somebody. February 1977. Professor Kuldeep, thank you. They are very important points that you've raised. The title, unlike the one I showed, should be shorter. However, not so short that we don't understand what the subject is. And we can have a statement which describes what will be in the manuscript, but not too long, with a colon followed by a prospective study or an observational study or a retrospective study, all of which can be quite different. And so that's that's important. The inclusion of a question mark is also acceptable. We may say of, say, this ancient article which I showed you, there could have been a question mark after a new pregnancy test, question mark, because how many years later, it is not a new pregnancy test. It is another biomarker, and so on. But a question mark is perfectly acceptable. An exclamation mark is a little bit too dramatic, even for any of us. I mean, Steptoe and Edwards did not put an exclamation mark after their work, right? I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
3 minutes over.
One last question, sir. Uh, in if an article is submitted, an abstract is submitted for ESHRE for acceptance, what are the key points apart from mentioning the title? That's one part of the question. And the second part is, how important is analysis, which you said, the IMRAD, and the results? Sometimes when you're submitting the abstract, I've seen people don't put in the detailed results in that in the abstract. So how important it is for the article to be accepted as a paper or a poster at when we talk in terms of a conference like an ESHRE conference, an international?
Well, what is important is for people to know how you did the work. And if one is looking at statistically significant differences, then one will include the methodology used, and so on. So it depends on the substance, but it's analysis is a result. Analysis, I think, is just another word that IMRAD put in because IMRAD without an A is a bit awkward to pronounce unless I'm eating a sausage roll. Yeah. Sorry, missed it.
No, I think that was somebody else's mic. Okay, all right. I think we can move to the next presentation now. Uh, can I just share my screen? Yes. So our next speaker is Dr. Abhishek Sen Gupta. Are you there, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right.
So a warm welcome to you. Dr. Abhishek is a professor, an assistant professor at the Amity Institute of Biotechnology, Systems Biology and Data Analytics Lab, Amity University, Noida. And he's had a PhD in bioinformatics, MSc in bioinformatics from UK, BSc in biotechnology from the Amity University itself. And his research areas are clinical data and analytics and predictive modeling, biological network and metabolic modeling, multi-omics integration, machine learning, biomarker and therapeutic target discovery, as well as web tool and database development. And he's the principal investigator of a funded project of assisted reproductive technologies, and also has three copyrighted AI based tools. So he's going to talk on a very contemporary and an important topic, that is the role of AI that is in the current scenario in reproductive medicine. Warm welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Over to you. Yeah.
It was indeed a great talk by Professor Geddes. So, taking it forward, let me first share my slide. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, welcome everyone who are present here, all the members of IFS and all the other dignitaries here. So, in so my topic would be very much in vogue, like no, the topic related to something which is very much in vogue these days, that is AI, how AI can be used in research writing, research paper writing, and where all we can do different like no how ethically AI can be used. So we use the term ethical AI usage for research writing or paper writing. So uh, this session will delve into the cutting edge AI applications across the research life cycle from like sir said that from literature review and data analysis to ethical considerations and future trends. So it's evolving a lot. So every day we see some or the other AI based writing tools or chatbots that are coming. So it's evolving. It has already in the full evolved state. Tools will be coming in future, and we are like no the AI scientists are working on it. So if you whether you are a student, you're an academician or a professional or a scientist, so this talk that I'm going to give is to equip with you evolving relationship between artificial intelligence and scholarly writing, right? So not just paper writing. So even if you're writing a project proposal or you are writing for any conference. So how AI can be used in any type of such
Voice is cracking, sir, in the
scholarly
middle.
activities. Is it my internet? Is it audible
It
now?
is audible, but intermittently it is cracking. It's not very clear. So, and your slides are not moving at all as of now.
Just no. I have not moved
Okay,
the
okay,
slide. I'm
okay.
just giving a
All right. Okay,
opening remark.
okay, okay.
Just let me check my internet connection once.
Yeah.
It is connected. Just probably there is some like no
Okay.
animation
Please go ahead.
animation here.
Yeah.
So probably there is some animation was there in the first slide. So that's
Okay.
why I'll go to the second slide. So it will be clear.
Okay. Please do.
Yeah, there is some animation you can see here, so that's why it is breaking. So, okay. Before I delve into any is must hearing up with 100 like umpty number of papers in less period of time. So how are they doing it? And what is the basic technology that they are using, or what is the process that they are doing? So there are like five steps. I'll just first say uh, before telling you the how AI can help it. So first of all, whenever you do some research, so you get everything at one place. You just arrange those things and then start writing. So writing parts is like just it is the remaining 10%, like no covers the 10%. So when you start writing the paper, you first you write it like inside out. Like don't like no somebody some research student probably keeps on procrastinate writing it from where should I start. So I would say you should start from the methods section, and first of all you write the methods in your own words, and then results, because these two things are you have used and you know it better. So methods, results, and then write the conclusion. I say like what are your findings, key findings and limitations, and then you go to the most like not like tough part, like no, or students find it, or the writers find it tough. That is the introduction part. Why is it important? What's missing? What are the gaps? Uh, what is the value that can be added to fill those gaps? So then the introduction can be written, and the last like no tip that I wanted to give is you don't have to be a like no too much of a perfectionist, otherwise your paper will never end. So that's what I'm saying in relevance to like no how people are coming up with papers in not just in not just months or days, but in few hours also you can finish a paper. So that is quite challenging, and that is quite surprising to I think to our senior scientists and senior doctors who are present here. So so it is possible. Actually, it is possible if you have all your results and your data in place. So how AI can help in this is it helps you in arranging the references correctly. It helps you to structure the whole text, right? So and it does in so it gives you like no prompt of what to write next, right? So if some like no, you must be thinking like no before it used to happen that we used to think like what is to be written next. So now the AI is your assistant who gives you idea that yeah, okay, you have written this much. Now what is to be written? What can be written next? So he will the AI will give you options for that and synthesize your text. So it helps you in synthesizing your or in designing your text, right? So the academic world is undergoing a like no profound transformation with this AI, and for decades, writing a research paper was a difficult, time-intensive task. It demanded like no like no deep dive uh, into the vast like no sea of literature, followed by drafting the like no meticulous drafting and review, often with little technical support. That was the scenario previously, before the advent of like or before the like no use of application of AI these days in research writing. Right now, next is like the present, like so my presentation. So we have entered the artificial intelligence era now. So from cementing search engines to AI assisted writing tools, we are witnessing a lot of paradigm shift. So this presentation is basically how technologies are integrated into research life cycle, highlighting not just the benefits but also the ethical frameworks. Because as soon as we say AI, so people will say like no, what are the ethical concerns that you are dealing with, right? So even the every journal these days have lots of ethical certifications they want, or like they need the undertakings for AI based uh, like no matter that we use in writing any paper. So so AI to the modern researcher these days. So, so its application span across nearly every phase of research paper writing, from the conception to submission, right? So, in every steps we can use AI. In every steps, AI tools have been developed by utilizing semantic search engines and citation networks. AI expedites the often this grueling process of literature review. So, even in writing and finalization, AI offers robust support like correcting the grammar, formatting references, and ensuring originality, right? So these multifaceted roles that makes AI not just a tool but a collaborative partner in the whole this whole scholarly ecosystem that we are doing. So efficient literature, how we do efficient literature review with AI, right? So I will first go to the literature review, how a literature review can be done using AI. So we can do lot of these techniques like keyword based search, semantic search, literature review of literatures, or literature search, then citation analysis, context aware discovery. So so all these can be, whether you are using free databases like Core is one database that we use, or advanced paid platforms like Litmaps. Researchers now have a powerful AI enabled arsenal to navigate scholarly literature. So, what innovations that we can do with AI? So, by analyzing publication patterns, right? So, what it does, so how AI works? AI works on the on your training data set, training data, and then it keeps on test train and give you some connected or related papers. So these are some free tools which we use, and which my lab also uses, used it very effectively. So connected papers is one of the tool name. Research Rabbit, I think this is quite familiar in the research arena. So by analyzing, what it does is basically these tools, what it does, it analyze publication patterns, and AI can identify the trending topics and predict the future research hotspots. Like, so it can give you it can guide you in such an effective way. Like, for example, you can see here lit maps, semantic scholars. The Google Scholar was always there, but these are some of other free tools, right? So some paid literature review tools are also there, which are very good if you can take the subscription of them. Like, for example, site, consensus, iris.ai is very good. Dimensions, Litmaps Pro, like now Litmaps is very widely used. And in Litmaps, it has, every tool has after certain level, it has they have subscription based features, right? So you have to buy finally the like their premium versions. So that's what this trend is in all the AI based, all the paid literature review based tools. Now what this uh, c- tool does, like the literature review. So writing, so these are basically assistants to your research writing, to rise the to the challenges that are that every research writers face today. Today's tools go beyond simple spell check. They analyze tone, flag stylistic inconsistencies, and recommend clarity improvements, such as breaking down long sentences or reducing passive voices. So actually, what these are the services that every uh, journals used to have. Now you can do it by yourself from the starting itself. You don't have to suffer with bad English, or bad grammar. What law, sentence construction, etc. So 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 very easily. And next is paraphrasing. Now, paraphrasing are particularly valuable when used ethically. Right, so paraphrasing, you must have heard, paraphrasing is something which we today we use quite frequently. Please paraphrase this sentence. Please paraphrase. This is not sounding right. So please paraphrase it in a sense. So to have a ethical paraphrasing, so AI can help you a lot, right? So AI can also assist maintaining an academic tone, right? So for example, in Quillbot, uh, so these are the tools, free tools. These are the paid tools, right? So which and what it does, I have not mentioned it before. I just mentioned the names of them. So now, what are the tools that we use for what previously I have just shown, that there are free tools like Grammarly, language tool, to premium offering tools like Pro Writing Aid and Quillbot. You must have heard about Quillbot, right? So and now Quillbot is constantly evolving. So before, Quillbot never had a humanizer. Now, these are the terminologies that we use: humanizing the word, like no phrases, or humanizing the paragraphs, etc. So these are the two. These tools implement these humanizers in all the tools to actually humanize your whole writing. So so these are like, no, I just before getting into the next part, so data analysis is a very important aspect, uh, like no that we do for every research. So in data analytics, we use machine learning sometimes. This is actually bioinformatics aspect, so I'll just skip this part. So you can do AI visualization, you can do different types of visualizations of your data. So but anyways, even if it is a bioinformatics, everybody has data in their Excel sheets, or in the form of graphs, etc. But AI visualization tools are like no are there are very good AI visualization tools which you even cannot like no have, which you have never seen such beautiful and such little dramatic visualizations that can explain your data in such a effective way in your publication. So this is about data. So these are some of the like not exactly the tools, but some are these are basically Python packages, right? For example, scikit-learn, most of you have heard about scikit-learn, those who this the language toolkit. So then SPACY, Orange, Nime. So these are all free tools. Then we have paid tools also like Tableau, SPSS, SAS, Monkey Learn, Google. There are various tools in Google platform also, which you need to buy, right? So which you buy and use, right? So these are some paid tools, and which are quite effective in like doing the data analysis and mm, data visualization. So now next is now how we can streamline format and citations using AI. Now citations using AI is not new thing. It is been done quite like since ages, right? So now it has become quite like GPT based, or you can say LLM based, like these citation platforms, or paraphrasing tools I have already mentioned. Style and tone analysis I have mentioned. Advanced grammar checkers are there. Then Grammarly is one of the quite widely used. It has free and paid versions also. Paid is like basically when you need more features, right? Quillbot is there. Then Hemingway editor is another one. You can take the screenshots of these pictures of these tools. These are very useful tools. Like no, in comparison to Quillbot, even Hemingway editor is very useful. In paraphrasing. So if you go for paid ones, definitely every tool has their own subscription base. Now for various referencing styles like APA, whether you go for APA, MLA, Harvard styling, or Chicago, IEEE is there. So in half a day, you can do the citations and referencing, right? Uh, is my voice audible? Hello, hello.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is
It is.
okay. Yeah, it is okay, but it is cracking in between. But it is uh, comprehensible. So you can
Is it
continue.
is it is it helpful?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is very helpful.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Mendeley, we used to know before Mendeley, Zotero, then these are free ones, and then we have EndNote, which is the paid one that we use. But now there is one very, I'll just mention it. You can note it down. There is a one of the smartest AI based tool that has come come in the whole fraternity, that is Jenny JENNI.ai. Now, Genie AI, what it does, it also it's much better than Zotero also, even Zotero and Mendeley, and it does everything. It has everything. It like no, even you can do grammar checking, you can do citations, you can do prompt based writing. So everything can be, even paraphrasing, everything can be done through this tool. Even if you spend little bit on Gen AI, I would say it is worth spending £10 per month. I'm not publicizing for buying it, but yes, it is actually worth it. Uh, and next, what I will so these are some more free tools. Zotero mainly. Typeset.io is basically SciSpace. SciSpace is also very useful. SCI and space. SciSpace. That's the website is typeset.io. So there is another SciSpace.com. Don't use that one. Use the typeset.io, right? For if you are comfortable with that. So these are again some free tools and paid tools for referencing and citations. Reference manager. Now what comes is the AI, how ethically it is. Like no, everybody has a question. Like no, the people who have been researching so many for decades and centuries. Like no, they must be asking that we used to spend no, 2 to 3 months or 4 months or 6 months to used to compile data. Compilation of data is a part of research, and then writing part basically. So they used to take so much time for that. Now we take hours to basically write a an effective paper, so transparency, responsibility, privacy, and skill preservation. These are the few ethical compass by which we judge the ethical aspect of AI in research writing, right? Now, how can we judge that we have crossed the line, that which is unacceptable applications of AI? So whatever I'm showing here is basically breaching the academic integrity. First of all, AI, totally AI based, AI written papers, like you are writing a paper totally on ChatGPT by using ChatGPT without even using your like totally telling an AI and giving a prompt that please write a paper on this topic, and it will give you a like 10-page paper or 10-page review article, right? So that's not right. So data fabrication is totally a no-no. It's absolutely absolutely not acceptable. Then undisclosed AI use. So if some journal is asking or publisher is asking for undertaking of AI percentage, how much you are using, and you are not disclosing it, then it is also a unethical act. Then evading detection, like for example, sometimes some uses special characters or special like special ways to different ways to evade the detection, so that the plagiarism softwares cannot detect it. Now misattribution. So fabrication of data means proper citation extends to sources identified or shaped by AI. Transparency is the key, so basically transparency is what is needed when you use when you do ethical AI usage, right? So so there are institutional policies. Actually, some institutions and some different organizations have different policies governing AI use to avoid violations of academic ethics. So AI's potential is immense when used responsibly. So you need to be responsible enough to use AI. So that future directions means what is coming in future with AI in uh, research writing. So it's summarizing scientific papers, mapping citation networks, identifying research trends with unprecedented precisions, etc. So
Mina?
so these are some resources. So these are some my last two slides. So these are some resources that you can take a screenshot of, and we have used it, and I have used it in my lab. It is used. Some of them are used like for example, lit maps. Iris is anyways paid. These free ones are quite widely used. For example, Research Rabbit. Research Rabbit is a very useful tool for AI based tool for literature collection and writing. So you need to first collect the initial years you do literature collection. Any research scholar. So literature collection can be done very effectively by using connected papers. This is the name of the tool. Then Research Rabbit, Litmap, uh, the free version. Then Research Pal. There is another one which I have not mentioned here is Research Pal. You can write research and then pal, PAL. Research Pal, it is very useful. You can even talk with You can literally talk with yourself. So these are the different tools. And then citation, I have mentioned rephrasing and AI humanizer. There is one tool called as Hicks bypass. So what happens when you finally write a paper, you send it for for plagiarism check, and the most reliable AI based checker or AI detector uh, for plagiarism is in plagiarism is Turnitin. Turnitin is the best out of even Authenticate and Drillbit, etc. So Turnitin has a really good AI detector tool, and everyone should use Turnitin because it's a paid one. But there are two tools I would say, like for example, GPT Zero, which is online available, and Copy Leaks. These are the two tools which is quite close to Turnitin software, Turnitin AI detector. So it can find out the AI written content very easily. And the another tool where you can which is very interactive and very I'm not talking about Chat GPT and Gemini Pro. All these are very widely used. You know about it, so I don't have to mention about it. I have to mention mainly the research writing oriented tools. So definitely ChatGPT is there. Definitely
Dr. Abhishek, you're not heard.
Gemini Pro is
Yeah,
there.
you're
Which
not
one?
audible.
Which
Let's.
part?
I think we can move to the conclusion. Uh, of the
Yeah,
session.
it's
Yeah.
done, almost done. So yeah, I would love to take questions if you have.
Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. It was really excellent lecture, and you have given a lot of information because the AI is a area where, as a doctor, we are not very well versed. We are trying to get well versed, but uh, it is having enormous uh, value and application in our every aspect of whatever we are doing.
Yes.
Now you talked about the ethical use of AI.
Hmm.
What I feel there is very thin line between the ethical
Absolutely.
use of AI in publication, especially when we are talking of research and publication.
Yes.
You already mentioned that you can just uh, ask any AI tool and a whole paper will come out. So how do you see the ethical use means for our researchers where they should stop? Like,
So I feel that this 1 hour or half an hour presentation is very less for teaching this part. So
yeah,
there are techniques which are acceptable, and I have taken workshops on this. How you can actually use it logically and scientifically for your research papers, which no, for example, you have written a paper, right? Now if you take that paper, or you have taken a chunk of that paper, and you put rewrite in chat gpt, you write, just type rewrite, and you put that part, right? So what it does, it same paper, it will write it in a much better way. Like the same paper, it will give you in a better version. But now the problem comes when it is getting checked in the Turnitin key software, it will give you 100% AI thing. So that's the problem. That's one of the problem. And I being an AI scientist, I know where how you can avoid this. There are there are softwares, like for example, there is a software called as Stealth Writer, undetectable.ai. So these are some of the softwares which can identify your AI portions and give it to you, and you can actually you humanize it by yourself, or there are humanizer tools also.
Do we
Your
have
part also can be done by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do we have any free software to check, apart from to check, so we get a lot of reviewing to do, and we need to
Hmm.
analyze if the paper has been written by chat gpt, by like an AI tool completely.
Yes,
So
I'm telling
how,
you the tool.
what's
You can
the
note down.
commonest use tool, like a
You
free
can
tool or?
note down. This is called as undetectable.ai,
Okay, okay,
and another one is stealth writer.ai.
okay.
So they
And
definitely tell you, you just have to paste it and they tell you. And anyways, Turnitin is there. Turnitin definitely gives you the percentage of, but it is
AI
better
tool.
when you are writing a paper. Definitely, you don't want Turnitin to give, like when it goes to the publishing house, it doesn't give 100%, or like no 100%. So there
Is
is
it
something called as star percentage,
I have a question.
Dr. Abhishek, you are not audible. Hello.
I think it's disconnected.
Dr. Rupali, I have a question. When the artificial intelligence fixes our
acceptable.
technology,
Yes, he's back.
Yes. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible, and Dr. Geddes is having a question for you.
Yeah.
thank you for
Yeah,
your
Professor.
presentation. Sir,
Yeah, yeah.
what we require in the journal is an artificial intelligence created archive of reviewers, which can be identified by keywords. What is the one you use?
I basically use like
No, you either use it, sir, or you don't use it. You don't
prompts,
basically
prompts.
prompt. Good.
No,
Please send it.
I use prompts. Yeah,
Good. Please send the details
yeah.
to the chief editor. Look at how happy you have made Dr. Kuldeep.
Yeah.
And look
Yes,
at
yes.
Dr. Rupali. She is singing with joy, I think. Thank you.
Okay.
I have
Is
a
it
question for
time?
Dr. Abhishek, if I can.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes,
very
yes,
much,
yes.
Dr. Abhishek, for your interesting presentation on AI. As we move into the AI domain, there are so many possibilities that scientific writing presents. You identified different software which we can use to identify which has been generated by AI. But the ideas of what to write, what are the topics that are which are trending, and how to begin with was one of the things that you started your talk with. Now, having established that
Yes,
these
yes.
possibilities are there, do you feel that scientific writing is now going towards an area which we would not like it to go, and how important AI should be considered?
That's actually a very like very controversial question, like I would say, because there is what I feel as an AI person, like no, I use AI even in reproductive medicine and reproductive health also, like no, like so I feel that definitely AI has a lot of power. It needs lot of improvement with the newer techniques, and and also the awareness that people should know, because awareness, and also people should know how to use new AI tools. That's the job of a of a AI engineer. So everyone should be AI literated in future. That's what I would say even in research writing also. So there is no other option left, even with from the government or from the policy makers. They say that there are no other options other than we have to use AI somewhere or the other, even in research writing.
Would an AI generate data for you?
Yes. They generate
The reason I asked that question,
artificial
Dr. Abhishek,
data
is
for us,
because
but they don't trust on them. They don't trust on those data which is generated through AI. Even clinical data, I would say, that can also be generated, but those data are not accepted still now. I'm facing this problem with my collaborators.
no,
They don't
I
accept.
fully understand. I fully understand where you're coming from, but my only
Hmm.
concern is that if AI can generate data, also the clinical data, then you have a publication generated by the a fictitious
Hmm.
article, which gets to the publication stage, and then it's cited, which doesn't really mean anything. So that we are
Jayant,
actually producing.
use simple words, Jayant. Use the word scientific fraud.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Scientific fraud.
Very good 2 words. Very crisp, very short. Thank you.
So, what's your opinion on that, Dr. Sengupta?
You see, Jayant, you're naughty, naughty. No, what is important, Jayant, is that is a very important question you've asked,
Yeah, sorry.
because it's
What did you just say?
easy to
I
create that
didn't follow.
information, that sort of text,
Yes.
especially on topical subjects. And then it goes to what I call what do we call it? The antisocial media. And then society is disrupted. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I would say that definitely there is some acceptance and some no non-acceptance from the society
Absolutely.
for the new thing. And I no definitely welcome every no comment like that. So that's absolutely a part of science.
Yeah. One question before we wind up. What is a good software to review? So we have a lot of articles to review,
Hmm.
and what is a good software? I mean, I'm not looking at the AI aspect, but
Hmm.
generally to review an article, do you have a good
I'll tell you.
AI thing?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Chatpdf.com.
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 Okay. Okay. Your voice is still going again,
He
but I
also does that.
noted it.
No,
Chatpdf.com.
Gen Gen AI also does it. So which I named before, Gen AI. And other than that, chatpdf.com also does it.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine.
You
Actually,
can
we
play around with your whole paper.
okay. Okay. Yeah. So there are, I think, the times we're quite high above. We've shot our time,
Yeah.
and we'll
Okay.
definitely have more lectures from you. Maybe taking up parts of this, because I think being in this field, we really need to develop ourselves, and we also need to
Yeah.
learn a lot. And as doctors, as Dr. Kuldeep Jain sir rightly said, we really need to work more towards it, learn more aspects, and I think somewhere deep down it'll be really incorporated in a big way, even in the publication industry, because that's the way it is, you know. uh, with time, and again, we also need to learn, and we need to pick up those points, why and how things are happening, and which ones are actually unethical, and which articles have actually crossed the line. So I'm sure there'll be
I think sooner or later there
yeah,
will be one tool for that also
yeah,
to
yeah,
find
I'm
out
sure.
which article is crossing the line, and
Absolutely.
that will be that will be used for avoiding the scientific fraud.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So thanks a lot, Dr. Abhishek, and most likely we would like to have more lectures from your side, uh, in these
Okay.
meetings, as well as even later on collaborations. It was actually an eye opener for all of us also, and a great learning. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I just add one more thing there, Dr. Abhishek? And this is just a request to you. As there were interruptions when you were presenting the talk, would it be possible, this is just asking you, would it be possible for you to present this talk as a recorded version so that we can put it on our website, and people can go and revisit it again
Sure.
and listen to the entire talk? Because it's quite interesting, but because of the interruption, I'm sure they
Sure.
would have missed something.
Sure. I will do that. Even
Thank you.
I'm in the SIG group of applied genetics in as an AI person in
Good.
IFS
Yeah.
itself in
Thank you.
Indian Fertility Society. So I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll record it and I'll put it and send
Perfect.
it
Thank you.
to Dr. Rupali.
Yes, let's do that.
Sure, sure, sure. That will be great.
Dr.
Thank you.
Gaddis, Professor Gaddis, last word from you.
Last word.
Yes.
Wonderful session. What
Thank you.
what
Yeah,
did I learn?
it did.
Many things.
Definitely, it's an honor.
What was the one thing I learned? Was keep an open mind,
Yes.
and artificial intelligence is inevitable, even for the aging population who insist on using bus tickets, who do not understand QR codes and such things, because we have to save the planet, not just me and my forest in Lithuania. So, Dr. Abhishek, it's up to you, man.
All right.
Very interesting session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
everyone, for
you.
attending. And congratulations, Dr. Rupali. As always, it was really great effort. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.